Hello and welcome to today's video, and today I'm going to talk about red flag number 36, and that is that narcissists ruin every social occasion for you. Now, narcissists, as we know, crave attention and they have to be at the center of the universe always. If there's anything going on that puts the focus on other people, they'll do everything in their power to ruin that occasion for that person. And that person is usually you. So, for example, let's say you have a birthday party to attend together. They'll start bitching as you get ready. You don't look good. They'll criticize your clothes, your hair. You know, if you're a woman and the narcissist is your partner, they'll criticize your makeup, your jewelry. But it's also the case that if you're a man and your partner is a narcissist, she will also criticize your clothes, your shoes, your hair, everything. They'll say that they don't want to go, to the party. If you suggest that you'll go alone, you'll get a tirade of abuse and accusations. Because they'll say, well, why do you want to go without me? You don't want me to be there. What are you up to? Yada, yada, yada. All this nonsense will come out. So let's put that one out of the way. They will faff around so much that they'll make you late. And when you get there, eventually, they'll behave very badly. They'll make derogatory comments about you in front of other people. They'll talk down to others and they'll make every moment of the occasion complete misery for you. Now, if they are too fond of their egos, which many of them are, to display their true character in public, because they may have that utterly charming public persona that many of them have, you'll get the passive-aggressive approach, or you'll get quiet, underhand comments whispered to you so that no one else can hear. Now, passive aggression is an insidious form of abuse. It can be framed as what sounds like compliments to others, but underneath there are subtle put-downs. And it's covert abuse in its finest form. So an example of this situation could be your partner says to the host of the event, oh, Lauren wasn't feeling up to tonight, but I convinced her she couldn't miss such an important occasion. Now, this is not only an outright lie, but it makes you look bad in front of the host, who might wonder why you didn't want to attend their party. Now, if you ask the narcissist later why they said it, they'll twist it. They'll say you've imagined it, or that's not what they said at all, and what's wrong with you, and where are you getting this from? And, they won't own up to it. So then imagine on the way home, what they'll do is they'll spend the entire time criticizing everyone and everything about the event, complaining about what a waste of time it was, and how could you be so selfish as to drag them along to it when you know they didn't want to go. And you'll eventually be numb from listening to them, and you'll fall into bed exhausted in a depressed heap. That's if they let you. And this can happen very early on in a relationship. You don't have to be 10 years married to someone for this to happen. I've heard this type of behavior happening to people I've talked with in my groups and whatnot, and they've only had a few dates. And this kind of behavior comes out of the blue. And when I first heard about it, I was shocked, because I thought, how can someone behave like that after a couple of dates with you? But a narcissist does, can, will. And why do you stay with them? Because the love bombing was so overwhelmingly good that that's what kept you there. So keep this in mind, that this behavior can show up very quickly. And if it does, massive red flag, you need to get out of there. Now, On the other hand, if there is an event they want to go to, you are expected to do cartwheels of joy for them. They'll expect you to drop everything to go with them whenever and wherever they want. They'll also deliberately double book a special occasion of yours and expect you to cancel your plans to go with them. You'll then be expected to be dressed to perfection and on your best behavior. Even if you've told them months in advance about your special occasion, they'll deny that you ever did, or they'll make up some reason why that can't be possible. You must have made a mistake. You and your needs don't matter, and you'll have to get this harsh truth into your head. So how do you avoid this trap? And my advice is very simple. Don't get into a relationship like this in the first place. But if you're stuck in a relationship and you can't get out, you have to learn how to not let them get to you. And I know that's easier said than done, but it can be done. So you could try not telling them about any given event that's happening for you and just going alone. Deal with the consequences when you get back. At least, you'll have had a good night out and you'll have had it without a constant barrage of criticism. Or you could try the Grey Rock technique, which is basically non-reaction. You just let everything they say roll off you like water off a duck's back. You let them rant and rave, but you take no notice of it. If you argue back or try to defend your position, all you do is give them more ammunition and more fuel. And grey rocking takes that away from them. It's a skill that you can learn. And if you apply it, it will serve you well, really well, until you can actually get out of the relationship. And I do have another video on grey rocking, so on YouTube. So you might want to check that out as well. It's a really, really useful technique to learn if you are stuck and you're trying to get out. Or you're in a position that you're not in the relationship, but you have to see that person again regularly, then it's a really, really good one to know. So the next video coming up in this series, I'm going to share yet another red flag or two with you. I forget what number we're on now, but red flag 45, maybe 46. Anyway, check out here because I'll put a link to wherever it is, and I'll see you in the next video. And thank you very much for watching, and I appreciate your time. Thank you. Bye.